conjure creativity, what comes to your mind? Perhaps abundance, maybe freedom, maybe being quirky, standing out. Now, how about constraints? I think lack of something is really the biggest motivation for creativity. Constraints are often forced upon us due to circumstances. All that we are today is the outcome of the constraints we have overcome. Remove the constraints, would we have found that purpose that motivated us? We live in a world where we are constantly reinforced to pursue the easy life. But what if I said, welcome the challenges and constraints into your life? They will really create the enduring legacy of you, who you can be. In our childhood days, we probably faced constraints. Think about a few crayons, out of which, in our own minds, we created masterpieces of art. Did we really need every palette available? We don't suggest to a child to stop pursuing an activity due to constraints. If anything, we encourage them to find ways around it, work around it. Innovation almost always has been outcome of constraints. In India, our digital revolution is a beautiful answer to the constraint of serving 1.4 billion people and accelerating their digital adoption. In my professional journey, I've realized that by going to a government college and having less resources, that I valued and optimized every resource more. And I'm sure you perhaps have similar stories from your own life. In bootstrapping my company initially, it taught me and gave me the experience to be a value multiplier and think about money with a lot of care. A value that has served me and serves me even today. Perhaps early overfunding would have taught me the wrong values. When faced with limited resources, be it time, budget, or people, we are pushed to think more creatively. Constraints do force us to have singular focus. We challenge ourselves to look at problems from new angles and to innovate. All this is of course anecdotal, but there is truly theory in social psychology called functional fixedness, which suggests that limitations can actually enhance our problem solving skills, pushing us to use the tools we have in more novel ways. So, I invite you to embrace constraints. The skill to be able to work on hard problems is what every leader values. The most important discoveries in humanity have been solutions born out of problems and constraints only. How do you think about constraints?